Well, hello there, little one. Oh, I see you brought a special guest.
Lady Guji, I'm here to apologize on behalf of the Arataki gang. We will remove all the flyers and compensate the shrine appropriately for any damages. I hope Lady Guji can forgive their appalling behavior.
So that's why you're here. Yes, that is a tricky situation. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. Ultimately, their actions here are tantamount to disrespecting the Shogun herself. So how about this? I've already assigned a shrine maiden to clear up your little flyers, so at this moment we are a little understaffed at the shrine. You mentioned appropriate compensation. Perhaps you could fill in for this shrine maiden and greet visitors for the day,
I'm afraid I have to refuse.
Oh? Such a hasty refusal. Do you think that's wise? Goodness, who knows what Tenshukaku would make of this if they heard about it?
I can't believe it.
Very good. You've learned a lot since we last met.
True. I could deal with most people if they tried to exploit my weakness. Just not her. Okay, I'll be a shrine maiden for a day. But let me be clear that this is for one day only, and one time only. Also, I'm not wearing a shrine maiden's outfit. Not happening.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Hey, not you too!
That settles it then. Now, there are already a few visitors at the shrine. Make sure you take good care of them.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, she marched off quickly. So cold. Hold on now. Would you like to be a shrine maiden for a day as well? It's my shrine. If I say you're qualified, then you're qualified. Besides, can you really bear the thought of leaving her here all by herself? So you'll stay and keep her company, yes? Don't worry, you'll both receive ample compensation for your trouble. It'll be quite worth the wait. Especially yours, I assure you.
Time to go.
Oh, should I take the risk or... Huh? Who are you? You're shrine maidens? They sure dress different these days. I suppose this is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. I came across a potential business opportunity recently. They say that by financing an overseas merchant ship, you can make a 40% profit on your investment in 3 months. Several of my friends have already received their returns and want me to go in with them on a bigger investment. For some reason, I was feeling a little unsure about it, so I thought I'd come to the shrine and see what the great Narukami thinks. But the fortune slip I drew is neither positive nor negative. I'm at a loss on what to make of it.
Most of the fortune slips in the shrine are pretty ambiguous.
Could it be that our god wants me to come back and draw another slip tomorrow? And if the same happens again, then maybe the day after that?
If you have all that time to draw slips, why not spend it on learning more about this merchant ship instead? I've heard of a scam where people make up a bogus investment and promise high returns in a short period. In reality, they just use the new investors' money to pay existing investors their profits. Once people see the early investors making their money back, scores of other investors jump on the bandwagon, and then one day the people behind it just pack up and leave with the money.
Oh gosh, Come to think of it, they haven't given me any specifics about the shipping route or itinerary.
By saying it's overseas and being economical with the details, they can filter out the folks who actually take the time to do their due diligence. It's another common tactic used by many scammers.
Wow, is that true? Praise be to the Narukami. Clearly she has been watching over me amidst my confusion. Thankfully, I hadn't agreed to anything yet. Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Shrine Maiden. Now that I think about it, I remember receiving similarly sound advice at this shrine in the past. That Shrine Maiden is long gone now, though. It's a real pity.
Really? What a shame. But anyway, shouldn't you be getting back now to warn your friends?
Oh, goodness, yes. I'll go and warn them all right away.
Here's hoping he manages to stop his friends in time. Right. There's another visitor. Let's see what he wants.
It seems even a change of scenery won't get the creative juices flowing. Who are you? Shrine Maidens. I guess I could give that a try. Oh, this was the chief editor's idea? Then no wonder it's so novel. I, on the other hand, am all out of ideas. So I came to the shrine to pray for inspiration.
Well, has it worked?
Not so far. I guess I wasn't sincere enough or something. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm sure I'll stir the heart of our god eventually.
Have you ever thought about going traveling? Inspiration comes from life experience. The more places you go, the more people you meet, the more you'll have to share with your readers. It's natural to run out of new material when you're in the same place doing the same things every day.
That's true. I haven't gone out exploring in a long time. Actually, ma'am, you look very familiar. Have we met before? Here in the shrine?
No, you must be mistaking me for someone else. Lack of social contact can easily lead to a deterioration in facial recognition abilities.
Seriously? Oh, man. That's it. I'm packing my bags right away. Time to go traveling.
Oh, that thing I said about facial recognition? Probably depends on the individual. Anyway, forget that. We have a new visitor. Let's go greet them.
Please, wait a moment, ma'am. We'll work something out for you as soon as possible.
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to rush.
What's wrong?
Oh, perfect. This lady's granddaughter is going abroad soon, and she'd like to give her an omamori before she leaves. Unfortunately, we just ran out. Could I trouble you to make some more? You should be able to find the brocade bags and knots on both sides of the shrine. For the paper slips that go inside, just ask Maki. I don't think I need to go into detail on how to write the blessing and put it all together.
No, I can handle the rest.
Thank you, dear.
Great. I'll take her to wash her hands first. We'll see you in front of the sacred Sakura when you're ready.
Thank you all so very much. May the great Narukami bless you.
Time to go.
This way, ma'am. Mind the steps.
Oh, thank you so much for all your help.
You need paper slips for Omamori blessings? I have a few right here. Oh, but I'm afraid I don't have a pen.
Don't worry, I got it. So this is where the knots are.
Time to go.
Brocade bags? Check. That's everything. Let's go give it to the lady.
Ah, there you are. Is the Omamori ready?
Almost. I just need to write the blessing. 1 sec.
Here, ma'am. Please, come and pray over here.
Oh, great Narukami, please watch over my granddaughter and keep her safe on her journey.
This is a job for a real shrine maiden like Inagi. I wouldn't be suited to it. There are some things that mortals are powerless to control. Sometimes praying to the gods is the only thing people can do. Not to mention that the Omamori will mean a lot to our granddaughter. Maybe it'll encourage her to stay safe on her travels? So in terms of the outcome, it's beneficial. The only people I can't stand are the ones who don't think for themselves and at least try to solve their own problems. By relying on the gods for everything, all they're doing is neglecting themselves and those around them. No, that has nothing to do with it. The reason I don't want to be a shrine maiden is that I don't enjoy it. But enough about that. It looks like they've just about finished, I think. Let's go over there and say our goodbyes.
Thank you ever so much. When my granddaughter returns next year, I promise to bring her here so we can pay our respects together.
You're welcome, ma'am. Make sure to watch your step on the way down.
I will. Don't you worry now, I've walked this path many a time before. Oh yes, I don't believe I've thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for the Omamori. I'll make sure that my granddaughter keeps it with her.
You're welcome. Just doing my job.
It's been a long time since we last met each other at this shrine, hasn't it? So, you finally came back?
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Oh, really? Well, perhaps my hearing isn't as good as it used to be. Although this is very strange, you sound exactly like another shrine maiden I remember. She didn't talk much, but I remember her voice very well. Oh, anyway, I hope I can hear your voice again when I return with my granddaughter next year.
Yeah, you're right. I once did a stint here as a trainee shrine maiden. It was arranged by my family. Unfortunately, I have no happy memories of that period. I just remember the way my family would nag me about etiquette and remembering the rules every time I left the house. And how they'd interrogate me every time I got back from the shrine to check that I'd been on my best behavior and hadn't upset any visitors. Not once did I get a simple, "Have a nice day," or "Welcome back." I couldn't take it anymore, so I quit. I was determined to be anything but a shrine maiden. So I studied bookkeeping, worked as an editor for a while, even sat for some exams to qualify as a chef. I wear this mask to stop people from recognizing me, because I don't want them to pry into my personal affairs. Okay, enough chit-chat. It's time to report back to you-know-who.
Ah, good show today, both of you. It was so much fun to watch. Would you be interested in continuing to work as shrine maidens? Or perhaps you'd like to work as editors at Yai Publishing House instead? It would be a terrible shame to let such fascinating individuals slip away out of my reach.
Regrettably, I must decline, Lady Guji. The Shrine and Yai Publishing House are both fantastic places to work. They're just not for me.
All right. Well, keeping you around under duress would only take all the fun out of it. Here, These are your wages as promised. Not a single mora short.
Wages? No need, Lady Gucci. I'm here today to make amends.
Oh, don't worry. I've already deducted the damages incurred by those boisterous boys from your amount. If you don't take the payment now, I'll be forced to send someone to deliver the package to the Arataki gang. Now, who should I send? Miyuki, perhaps?
No need to go to all that trouble, Lady Gucci. I'll take it today.
Good. How about you, little one? I trust you don't have any reason to refuse. That's more like it. One more thing. You mustn't open the package until after you leave the shrine. Otherwise, you will be cursed with bad luck.
This should be far enough. She's always saying things like that. There's probably nothing in here but plain old Mora. Let's see. Yep, just Mora. Wait, what the? It's nothing. I'm just surprised by the amount. This Shrine Maiden gig was surprisingly lucrative. Definitely not. No amount of Mora could make me enjoy that job. Let's see your share then. With no damages deducted, it should be even more, right? Huh, that's weird. It's just a single thin sheet. Wait, what are you laughing at?
I wish my sister could play hide and seek with the Electro Archon.
No, let me try again.
Well, hello there, little one. Oh, I see you brought a special guest.
Lady Gucci, I'm here to apologize on behalf of the Arataki gang. We will remove all the flyers and compensate the shrine appropriately for any damages. I hope Lady Gucci can forgive their appalling behavior.
So that's why you're here. Yes, that is a tricky situation. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine, after all. Ultimately, their actions here are tantamount to disrespecting the Shogun herself. So how about this? I've already assigned a Shrine Maiden to clear up your little flyers, so at this moment we are a little understaffed at the shrine. You mentioned appropriate compensation. Perhaps you could fill in for this Shrine Maiden and greet visitors for the day,
I'm afraid I have to refuse.
Oh? Such a hasty refusal. Do you think that's wise? Goodness, who knows what Tenshukaku would make of this if they heard about it?
I can't believe it.
Oh, dear me, don't you trust me? I'm heartbroken. You're both impossible. Go on then, go lend a hand to the Shrine Maiden in charge of removing the flyers. You can have it your way. Take down all the flyers and that will be the end of it. Is that accommodating enough for you?
I agree. This seems out of character for her. Still, getting rid of the flyers should be the Arataki gang's responsibility. Even if there's a catch to this, it can't be as bad as being a Shrine Maiden for the day. Thanks for sticking with me this far. You can leave the rest to me.
Do we have an agreement? Well then, no backing out now. The Shrine Maiden I tasked with cleaning up is just outside the shrine. You'll know her when you see her. She is your sister, after all.
Miyuki?
Let's leave it there, shall we? Work hard now.
So she still got me in the end. I hate to have to do this, but please stick with me for a little longer. Also, as of right now, you're chief advisor of the Arataki gang. I'm sorry, it's all a bit complicated. Come on, let's go outside and find her.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Time to go.
Wish my sister could play hide and seek with me.
Of course. Lady Yai personally assigned this task to me. Oh, it's you, Traveler. Long time no see. Lady Yai has instructed me to clean up all the flyers on the mountain. As for why someone would put these up at a shrine in the first place? Unbelievable. Who was behind it, I wonder? Huh? Who's that standing behind you?
Miyuki, it's been a while.
Shinobu, you finally decided to come back.
Sorry, no. I'm here for other reasons.
Oh, really? The whole family's worried about you. They might not always say the right thing, but deep down...
I'm doing fine, and there's no need to worry about me. There. Just tell them that.
I'm gonna need more to go on than that. What's this I've been hearing from visitors? That you've joined some sort of gang since returning from Liyue? That's not the worst of the rumors either. As unlikely as it sounds, I have to ask. Shinobu, did you get tricked into this or something?
I was just about to fill you in on that side of things. As it happens, the gang I work for, it's actually a legitimate international organization.
Really?
Shh. Our organization brings together the brightest talents from all over the world, including this traveler, for instance, a prominent figure in both Mondstadt and Liyue who has recently joined us as our chief advisor.
Wait! Lady Yai did mention something about a world-renowned traveler. So, that's you?
That's right. A large part of the reason I traveled all the way to Liyue was for the opportunity to build contacts with these prominent individuals.
I see. Well, that makes sense. So what is the name of this organization?
The Arataki gang.
Huh. The Arataki gang? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Wait. That's the name on these flyers!
I can explain. That was all due to a marketing campaign gone wrong. We came to the shrine today to clear up the misunderstanding. Our organization is relatively new to Inazuma, and one recurring issue we've had is people misinterpreting what we're about. So, we engaged a local marketing agency to help us communicate our ethos and philosophy more effectively. Unfortunately, something must have gotten misunderstood along the way because the results were quite a disaster. Although the fault lies overwhelmingly with our partner agency in this case, as a responsible organization, we think we should be the ones to apologize and deal with the fallout. So, yeah, we can deal with this, and you can go ahead and get back to the shrine.
No way. This task was assigned to me by Lady Yai herself. Look, we can clean up together, can't we? Besides, I also want to hear all about this Arataki gang.
It's like she predicted my every move. All right, fine. The flyers aren't particularly sticky. If we soften them up with water or loosen them up with wind, they'll probably peel right off.
Stick it to the man. Join the Arataki gang. How do I put this? The artistic style of your marketing material is very...
It's largely inspired by the abstract style, which is very popular in Mondstadt right now, and also incorporates elements from Liyue's inkwash paintings. We paid Top Mora to hire a professional artist for this, and while the finished product is a little, avant-garde, that's exactly in line with the Arataki gang's spirit of being fearlessly creative and radically disruptive.
I see. Windstrider. Arataki numero uno Ito. Ousting his foes like a sumo supremo. This Arataki Ito, is he your leader in Inazuma? I've heard a few rumors.
Mr. Arataki is a pioneering genius and the face of our organization. Naturally, plenty of our competitors seek to smear him. Mr. Arataki is generous and easygoing by nature and is reluctant to get bogged down with fighting spurious allegations. Plus, the fact that he is an Oni can make certain topics a little tricky to navigate. Nevertheless, we still reserve the right to sue for defamation if it comes to it.
Really? Wow, that sounds tough. The Arataki gang is filled with folks who talk the talk and walk the walk. It looks like there are some members mentioned on the back. Mamoru, Genta, Akira... Hold on. If your organization has so many members, how come you and the chief advisor had to come and apologize in person?
Well, first and foremost, we wanted to convey our most heartfelt apologies to the Shrine and to Lady Guji. Secondly, the other members are dealing with more pressing issues. Right now, they're in talks with our external marketing team about this incident. Mamoru and the others have, far greater legal expertise and negotiating skills than I do, so they had to be the ones attending the talks.
Wow. The Arataki gang managed to find staff even more qualified than you. Now that's impressive. All right. I think this area is looking good now. Let's head down the mountain.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Shinobu, we're so sorry! We've come to our senses now. We can't let you face the shrine alone. Even though we're still a little scared. Actually, I'm feeling a little weak in the knees. Hang in there, Akira! We gotta do this. We have to go and apologize to her in person.
Huh. Akira.
Don't worry about them, Yuki. Let's get down the mountain and clear up those flyers.
It's all right, Shinobu. We've already gotten rid of all the flyers down there.
Huh? You cleaned up already? But I thought Shinobu and the Traveler were the only ones who came...
We came here as quickly as we could after we finished apologizing in the city. After all, this was all our fault.
Mamoru, Genta, and I were the ones who came up with the idea of the boss designing his own flyers, and we were the ones who put them up all over town and got arrested for it. So, it just seems wrong to make Shinobu face that woman at the shrine all by herself.
Mamoru and Genta? Arrested? The flyers were designed by the boss? What the heck is going on here, Shinobu? Does this mean that the rumors I heard are...
True? Yes. Most of them, anyway.
So, what happened? Did you get tricked into joining them? If the rest of the family hears about this, oh, goodness gracious!
No. I joined of my own free will. It's not as spectacular as I was making it out to be. But I'm happy with what I'm doing. Go ahead and tell the family if you want. Tell them everything. I don't think being a member of the Arataki gang is anything to feel ashamed about. Even if you drag me back kicking and screaming, you know I'll only find a way to escape again.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling we've messed up again.
Is she going to turn Shinobu in? Hey, we're the ones who messed up the shrine. Shinobu had nothing to do with it.
Where's that other lady? Bring her out. Go on. She'll confirm it was all our fault.
I'm at a loss for words, Shinobu. I really am. All right. I promise I won't tell anyone at home. Don't worry.
What?
You're not a little kid anymore. And you're more widely traveled and have met more people than any of us. At the end of the day, it's your choice what you decide to do. And I have to say, the rumors do unnerve me a little bit, but look, they came here to support you, despite obviously being terrified of Lady Yai. Since you've chosen the Arataki gang, just promise me you'll do your best to make all the things you used to talk about come true.
Sis.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but it looks like...
Maybe we don't need to get that terrifying lady to come and confirm our story after all.
Besides, if even the Traveler has decided to join, then the future of the Arataki gang looks very bright, doesn't it?
Chief Advisor, if you'd like to discuss the Arataki gang's future development, let's step to the side, please.
Lady Yai. What will it be?
shines eternal! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Allow me! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Billowing
Pay your dues.
Insolent! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! This is long overdue! Shine down! Let's move out. Transfiguration! Your dreams! Cryo Incarnate! Shine down! Born to oblivion! There is no escape! Take your turn!
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Shine down!
Go, Barbara, go!
Go, Barbara, go! I'll protect us. Yeah. Lament! Gotcha. Things are about to get
Get out of my way! Evil conquering! Worthless!
Let the show begin.
Prepare yourself! No escape!
Go, Barb!
Leaving so soon!
Follow the wind.
What if the Traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's your problem. It was your choice to get into this mess. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Traveler. Great, you made it.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Songo? Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The general has gone missing.
If the general was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo. He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Songo, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Needless to say, Songo and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Songo, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Songo doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side. Great. We've learned that Heizo had expressed interest in Watatsumi Island before he disappeared. During the war, he apparently carried out some mission on Watatsumi Island, and once the war ended, he made frequent visits to the island. I heard you have a good standing with Sango no Miya. I think it might be a good idea to use that as a starting point for your investigation. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizo, return there and report back to them.
You still haven't left yet. So perhaps you've changed your mind about looking for Heizo, huh? That would be best. Take it from me. Getting involved with that guy is never a good idea. Let me put it this way. It wouldn't bother me at all if he disappeared forever. That's my issue. Don't give me that look. Everyone's allowed to have a few people they can't stand, right? In any case, I guess you should get moving before the Shikanoin causes too much trouble. By the way, if you do happen to come across any signs of a most unfortunate demise, be sure to notify me. It'll bring me great joy.
There's no time for delay, Traveler. Oh, I sure hope Heizo isn't in any danger. Oh, Heizo is quite the lively fellow. He's super talkative, active, and energetic, and he's always on the move. Sango always compares him to a buzzing housefly, which I guess must be because he can accurately sniff out every bad apple in the pile. In which case, Heizo isn't just some ordinary housefly, he's like the ace of flies. Even with his nose plugged, eyes blindfolded, and ears covered, Heizo could still pinpoint the bad apples. His skills are amazing. It's almost as if he relies on something other than just his 5 senses. You know, like a 6th sense. Or maybe it's pure intuition, or he has divine favor. It's gotta be something like that. Well, maybe we should chat another time. Sango is starting to stare at us.
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs? So his name is Shikanoin Heizo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant, but I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Just shut up and stay put. You're open.
See no more! No escape! Clouds high. The birds come into the wind.
Finally,
Fire it up! Well, well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you'd show up first? I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. Huh. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away? Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey! Who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried she might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
She can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! Wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname? We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying, "Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh, food, huh? How about you, Traveler? What do you think is missing? You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up. Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important? Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think? It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango Pearl! Hey, isn't this Crystal Marrow?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same. And there really are a lot.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island! That's it! The Nobushi must have stolen them all!
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi would be very hard-pressed to find many opportunities to get their hands on commodities like these.
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered. Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge help.
Well, duh! The Traveler is Paimon's companion after all.
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome. Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe. Any looting or theft would be practically unthinkable.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something has happened, he should know about it.
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, Traveler! It's been a while. I've missed you. Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the Traveler.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods. Is that right?
That's right! We found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in a Nobushi camp!
I see. So you've come to ask if we know of any relevant cases. I'm ashamed to say that, yes, the caravans have been plundered. And not just once, I'm afraid. We had already dispatched additional forces to protect the caravans, yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out, it would undermine the confidence of other caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a select few.
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizo.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizo from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself. Man alive, please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizo of the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and helping recover those goods.
Don't mention it. You never know what you'll find when you're out for a stroll. But if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this sort of situation will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that,
Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located is not part of your territory, yes. They have cleverly picked their base of operations.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizo.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't afford any further incidents. So, will you please help Watatsumi Island, Detective Heizo?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizo and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report when you get back.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler, let's go discuss where to head from here.
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moments. Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? Where are you going with this?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive, too. After all, everyone has their secrets. Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island, yet I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks she's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition. Sure, I trust your judgment, but perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here. It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh, keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us.
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
And Todoroki said he'll get instructions from Goro tomorrow. Interesting. It appears these seized goods were never stolen. There's something else behind all this. Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal marrow or something? This box is packed so tight, it looks like it could burst. Let's see what's inside. Huh? What are all these plants and flowers? Oh, there's a small note here. Whoa! Qingxian? Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
So, did you find anything?
Whoa! Look at all the Qingxian! And glaze lilies, too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Paimon doesn't know here. Weird.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from Rito, the price would be jaw-dropping. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, where did the Nobushi get these goods? How about you? Did you find anything else? Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First, we...
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Huh? Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits. Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Hey, come on now. The captain wouldn't forget. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since the end of the war. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency. The guys are all really hoping to see you. We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. And that was assuming the best case scenario.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
These goods are all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are?
And you are?
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go. Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose, using the opportunity to slip the prohibited goods into the unknowing pedestrian's pocket. Once the intended recipient got word of it, they would find an excuse to harass the same pedestrian before stealing the goods from the pocket. The pedestrian had no idea what happened from start to finish, and unknowingly functioned as a middleman. So, can you guess who the middleman was in this case?
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Officer! Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead, ask anything.
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
You picked them up?
Well, no, we, actually stole them.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
You just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating. With his massive muscle and strength, he could scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all?
You gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear. I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow in that load. All nice and shiny, too. Whew, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an eye patch. We had no idea how powerful she was. It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
Okay. And how about you? Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no, then. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well. The question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki, and even to Kuda and Masashi. Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
Oh, officer, don't forget to tell the officials how cooperative we've been. Please put in a good word for us.